that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo poor so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his first safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be fourth down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Murray now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly not carrying the ball at the end of the playoffs as they sub into the start opening drive on the team.
Sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be first down, Vikings. Cousins now. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jay Sanders came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in the Cardinal territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take him?
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run here with Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cards will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cousins. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. He'll let it fly for Austin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football at their own 40-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you said there.
It cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Cousins to throw it. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. J.J. Watt busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down here the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. There's Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Brown, 49 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Then again, it's Ingram. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Prater's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On first and 10, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, it's on the ground. We're going to get him back.
Fresh out of the locker room there into the gain of over 20. The offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love that you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pop.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get it.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here the Vikings seconds now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
46-yard line.
Play action now, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 38, Murray towards the end zone for Brown. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run it with Benjamin. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
The tackle by Cameron Hansler. It's a gain of 6. And the Cardinal first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down to about the 22 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Murray.
22-yard line.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cardinals 38, Vikings 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne.
That's good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He's got a man. Complete. And he goes down. The number for a game is inside the 25. So the victory gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short pass.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And unable able to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at the 24-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. That'll be caught. It's Rager. Touchdown, Vikings. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Cousins will try and throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Cardinals take over first down 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ingram again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Arizona.
It's a give to the right, Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. The offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Play fake. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to flip the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open right side, complete to Rager. And they're able to get this across midfield to the 48. 4th down, Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. He's having 6 interceptions.
Watching this, and I've seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cousins. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Here's Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Austin. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at the 33. Great interception. He just said, but nobody ever missed a seven. That's the most picks ever.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, it's Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that
he's got a man complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get it back to a one-score game. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. It was his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll let it fly for Austin. And now here's another interception. Andrew Booth puts it off.